1926 in Belhaven, North Carolina. He was the first son and the second of 4 children born to James and Georgia Burgess. He attended and graduated from the local schools in his hometown. During World War II, he proudly served in the United States Army from 1945 to 1946, stationed in Fürth, Germany. Chapter 2, College and Meeting His Bride. Following his honorable discharge, Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess attended Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. While there, he became a member of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, Beta Rho chapter, the University Chorale Society, and the Veterans Club. He graduated in 1951. Shortly afterward, he moved to New York City and married his college sweetheart, Jacqueline Church, in August 1953. Over the next 12 years, they relocated from Harlem to St. Albans, Queens, eventually settling in Amityville, New York. Chapter 3, Work and Early Civic Involvement. Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess began his professional career as a laboratory bacteriologist and later served in the New York City Department of Health as a health inspector for over 30 years. During that period, he also pursued studies at Syracuse University through the Department of Continuing Education. As a young homeowner in North Amityville, he became an advocate for civil rights and equal opportunity. As president of the Darien Civic Association, he led efforts that included legal battles against the town of Babylon, challenging discriminatory down-zoning practices. His efforts ultimately took him to the New York State Supreme Court in pursuit of justice for his community. Chapter 4, Early Ministry Years. In 1966, Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess and his wife joined Bethel A&E Church in Copiague, New York. There, he served faithfully as a Sunday school teacher, superintendent of Sunday school, and church steward. In 1974, he accepted the call to ministry, a decision that would become the defining journey of his life. He prepared for ministry through studies at New York Theological Seminary and the First District Institute of the A&E Church. He was ordained an A&E minister by Bishop Allen Hildebrand and served under Reverend Simon P. Bowie, later becoming associate pastor under Reverend Floyd Black. Chapter 5, Pastoral Years and Civic Impact. In February of 1984, Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess founded Grace Community Church in Amityville, alongside a dedicated core of founding members. The church worshiped in various locations, including Wyandanch Daycare Center, Ace Community Center, Good Funeral Home, and Bethesda Seventh-day Adventist Church, before breaking ground on its own church building. The groundbreaking service was officiated by Bishop Frank O. White. Under Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess' leadership, Grace Community Church flourished. The church grew in membership and became a beacon of faith, compassion, and outreach, ministering to the sick, the poor, the bereaved, and the imprisoned. During this time, Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess served on the African American Advisory Board of Suffolk County, under county executives Robert Gaffney and Steve Levy. He also founded the ad hoc committee to challenge discriminatory lending practices by banks toward churches, particularly those with predominantly African American congregations. His advocacy helped bring greater access to financial support for many churches. On October 24, 2015, Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess passed the mantle of pastoral leadership to his daughter, Reverend Alexia Burgess Huart, and was elevated to the esteemed office of Overseer. Overseer Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess continued to teach, preach, and mentor with grace and wisdom in his later years. Chapter 6, The Hobbyist. Overseer Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess lived life with a passion for learning, travel, and creativity. He traveled extensively, visiting Ghana, South Korea, France, England, Spain, Italy, and numerous Caribbean islands. His love for photography began during college, where he served as yearbook photo editor. That passion carried through his life as he captured countless family moments through photos and home videos. He was also an avid gardener, often tending to his yard on Saturday mornings. His greatest recreational joy, however, was fishing. He cherished his time on the Atlantic Ocean with his fishing buddies, where laughter, reflection, and companionship filled many peaceful days. Chapter 7, the finale. Overseer Reverend Dr. Robert L. Burgess leaves behind a legacy of faith, service, and love. He is survived by his devoted wife of over 71 years, Jacqueline. Together, they raised